Hello everybody, my name is John McCall and welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video I want to show you another specific role in the Iron Horse raid. We take a look how you play the Furnace tank and the build for it at Captain Fieser. Let's get started. The specialization that I use is the Demolitionist because of the 5% damage to targets out of cover for my group members and that I ignore explosions every 60 seconds. With Demolitionist you also get 20% burn resistance, but in fact you don't need it if you have 100% hazard protection. My primary weapon is the exotic rifle Ravenous with its pretty unique playstyle. It has rifle damage, critical hit damage and damage to target out of cover on it. The talent is Scary and Frecky. On trigger pull, fire both barrels at once. When fired from the right shoulder, hits add offensive primers and defensive primers when fired from the left shoulder. Hits from one shoulder will detonate all the opposite shoulder's primers when present. When detonated, each offensive primer deals 100% weapon damage, while each defensive primer grants 4% bonus armor and 10% amplified damage to armor plates for 5 seconds. Primer effectiveness is doubled at 10 stacks. The reason why I use the Ravenous is that you can stack so much bonus armor to survive inside the furnace even with 100 heat stacks, but more about that later in the video. The mods on it are 5% critical hit chance on the scope, 10% stability on the underbarrel rail, 5% critical hit damage on the muzzle, and 10% reload speed on the magazine. As my secondary I use a FAMAS, but your secondary is not important, that means you can use there whatever you like. And as my sidearm I use a TDI card custom. Also your sidearm is not really important. I use the TDI card custom because of the extra skill tier. That is helpful because I get 2 loads on my revive high when the TDI is equipped, but you can use whatever you like. Let's take a look at the gear. It's going to be very hot in the furnace, that means you need hazard protection to get a lot of burn resistance. On my mask I use a Bellstone armory piece. One piece gives me 1% armor regen. The attributes are armor, armor regen, hazard protection and the protection from elites mod. On my chest I have a Y'all gear. Y'all gear is Dark Zone only. Dark Zone only means it only drops in the Dark Zone, or if you're lucky it's on sale at the vendors, so make sure that you check the vendors every week. The Y'all piece is important because you get 10% hazard protection with it. It has armor, hazard protection, armor regen and the protection from elites mod on it. The talent is Vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 45% of your armor as bonus armor to all your allies for 20 seconds. Cooldown 25 seconds. This talent will help you and your teammates to stay alive, so make sure that you deploy your shield about all 25 seconds. I play with 3 pieces of Eclipse protocol. I will show you only the holster because the attributes are the same on all 3 pieces. With 2 pieces you get 15% status effects, with 3 pieces 15% skill haste and the important 30% hazard protection. I rolled armor on it and the second attribute is of course hazard protection. The backpack that I use is a Gilagard piece. 1 piece Gilagard gives me 5% total armor. The attributes on it are armor, armor regen, health and the protection from elites mod. The talent that I use is Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Cooldown 5 seconds. While I'm fighting with Fieser in the furnace, I'm within 10 meters of him and that means I can stack up my bonus armor even more. But again, more about that later in the video. There's also another backpack talent you could use, that is Protector. When your shield is damaged, you gain 5% bonus armor, and all other allies gain 15% of your armor as bonus armor for 3 seconds, cooldown 3 seconds. As I already said, on the Eclipse protocol pieces I have armor and hazard protection on it. Important to know is that the Eclipse pieces drop with skill tier on it. You have to look out for pieces that have already hazard protection on it, so you can recalibrate them and put armor on it. And there is also a way to get enough hazard protection without using the Eclipse pieces, but the pieces for that build are way more hard to farm. I will show you that build in a future video as well. The skills that I use are the Bulwark Shield with a 5% holstered region mod, a 4.9 active region mod, and a 4.6 shield health mod. And the second skill that I use is the Revive Hive, just in case should I die in the furnace. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. I'm at 1.9 million armor, 34,000 armor regen, and 350,000 max health. I got 37% protection from elites, 50% pulse resistance, and 100% hazard protection. And that gives me 100% resistance on every status effect. And that is also including burn resistance. On my shield I have skill tier 6, 13 million health, 180,000 active regen, and 190,000 holstered regen. And now let's jump into the raid. To start the fight, go into gate alpha and wait till the player in the control room opens up the gate for you. As soon as it's open, step inside and wait till the error code appears. There are two different ways to call out the code. You can either call out the letter or the screen number. I will show you a picture where you see which letter belongs to which screen. In this picture you see that F is screen 1, P is screen 2, C is screen 3, R screen 4, M screen 5, and if there's no letter, it's numbers or screen 6. So in this case, it's R or screen 4, call that out to the player in the control room. Once the correct box has been shot, Captain Fieser will appear. Now you can start to stack up bonus armor with your Ravenous and wait till the next code appears.
Hostiles detected.
The next code has no letter, so that's numbers or screen 6. Keep stacking bonus armor. As you see, with this bonus armor stacking technique you can even face tank Captain Fieser. And don't forget to deploy your shield about every 25 seconds. Next code is C or screen 3, call it out to the player in the control room. Now Captain Fieser is running away to do his wipe mechanic. Make sure that the player in the control room open up gate A so you can go out of the furnace. Otherwise you will die.
Hostiles detected.
If he's done with his wipe mechanic, you can go back inside the furnace and wait for the next code. It's numbers or screen 6 again. Call that out to the player in the control room. As soon as you hear this alarm, you have to shoot 2 rockets at the cannon on the train in the furnace. The rockets will spawn outside A and C. What we normally do is that we destroy the rocket on C, so we have both rockets on A. This method makes it way easier cause the tank can shoot them both from A. Keep stacking bonus armor and deploy your shield every 25 seconds. Next code is P or screen 2. If you're not feeling comfortable with 100 heat stacks, you can go outside the furnace to get rid of them.
Multiple hostiles inbound.
He's running again to do his wipe mechanic, so go out the furnace, otherwise you will die.
Multiple hostiles
Go
inbound.
back inside and wait for the next code. Next code is P, that is screen 2 again. And again, stack up your bonus armor and deploy your shield about every 25 seconds. There is the alarm, so you have to shoot 2 rockets again.
Multiple hostiles inbound.
If your teammates don't miss any of the codes, you have to do 5 codes and then you're finished with the code reading. Once you're done with the codes, the control room player can move the crucible forward. There are 3 weak points that blocking the crucible from moving forward, so we have to destroy them. Make sure that one of the DPS players from the outside help you with it, cause otherwise it's taking
Agent
forever.
needs assistance.
After the player in the control room poured out the molten iron over the cannon on the train in the furnace, you have to go back inside, call out that you need the water, run up to one of the water cannons in the front, and as soon as you have water, cool down the molten iron with the water gun. From now on your job is done, the only thing you have to do is stay alive and help out to kill the boss. That was my furnace, has a tank build and the method behind it for Captain Fieser in the Iron Horse raid. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have other ideas or versions for this build, or if you have questions about this build or method, use the comment section down below. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay tuned and don't miss any new video that I'm putting up online. Till the next time.